Hi, hello. It's me again, Carlos. We are back to our section number two of Hibernate and JPA tutorial. So I'm just okay. Let's capture where we stopped last time. Last time we've created some of our sorry. So yeah, created some of our entity classes so that will represent the tables in our database, and we have managed we also created our persistence unity, and we have our database properties, and we have also our log.j properties. So okay, let's continue with our I just wanted to make a few changes here. Sorry, my throat's not so good today. um uh, uh this uh um uh this change is just to cascade our sorry, the relationship between the owner and the parrot. So this means we can create a owner without a list of parrots, so that we can have owners in our table. So I think you can read more into that, then you will know. Okay, so now let's configure now this connection between our persistent unity and this database, but through our application context. So let's create a new package. So that will be app, and then we're gonna have conf. So the conf stands for configurations. Okay. As I said, I'll just create some of a file. So I'll just create an XML. Um, an XML should be one of the. Nah. I'll let me just not kind. I'll just copy some of the files that I have, and then I'll explain to you what it is the those files. So I've read this file somewhere in my one of my projects, so I'll just copy these files and I'll just paste them into here. Okay, now let's get into explain what each file does. Okay, let's just change this package so that we don't get this error. So it should be okay. Um, what this file does is just get the application context. So let's go back. We have our application context, which is this one. So this application context can be the connection, can be your Spring Security, and all other XML entities that you create. So if we go back now here to our XML, so we're just gonna change our package so that can match uh, these three here. So I think our one is in C, Antonio C dot. So let me just change that to dot C dot parrot. So we have it here. So it's com. So it's com dot Antonio C dot parrot dot app dot conf dot application context provider. So which this file. So this is what provides our application context. So let's also change our base package to parrot. So we have com.antoniocc.parrot. So um, it if you can see our tree here. So this will be in whatever tree you have, whatever names you give. Okay, I think we can now let's look for our persistent unity. As you see in this line, it's calling for the persistent unity. So like say like which persistent unity do you have? So let me just type out persistent unity, which is what's the name of it's parrot. So you have our parrot persistent unity. Okay, so we save this file. I think this is all the change that we need to make here. This happened. So now we move into our next step, which is creating the web XML. So if you just right click on on your project and go to new, so we select web and select standard web deployment descriptor, click next. So it's just click finish. It's our web XML. So it loads all the traffic. So I'll just replace that with the line of code I have on my web XML here, and then I'll replace this. So it's exactly the same. I'm just replacing because that contains this file. So I don't want to go typing all of this again because it will be useless. All the thing, and the only thing I need to change is somewhere here. So that's all I needed to change so to make it work. As you can see, now I have it here. This is indicating to like where my package is. So where that application context is here, that it will load, so that can start the connection between the between the database and my application. So we just save. One thing we need to do is to okay. I think here with configurations we are done. So let's go check to our database now. If we just go to terminal, okay. Okay, this is on my local database. If you're running on Windows, so then you can always open some of like what is that you have for my PHP admin or whatever you use for your database for you to connect. So I like my command line thingy, so I'll just work with my command line. So I'll just go show database, show databases, sorry. So this is the database I have, so I'm just gonna create a new database. I just want to make sure if I have that database or not. So the database will be parrot. Okay, so we've now created database. So let's just show database again, and we see how database has been created. Okay, sorry, I just okay, it's been created. Okay, now that that is saved, I'll run the application, see if it will create table or if to give us error. So we're just gonna clean since you've built anything yet. So just we will run. So we see our Tomcat here running now. Okay, we set up. Okay, it gave us an error. So what is the error? Okay. Zero creating bean. Okay, it's our logging, so it's okay. It's one of the libraries missing. So again, as I said, we would have encountered some errors, and we definitely encountered error. This is good. So we know it's one missing library. So you can see it's org.jboss.logging. So I definitely missed the the JBoss library. Yes, I did. So I'll just right click and actually let me first stop my Tomcat. I'll just right click, I'll go to properties and libraries. So I'll add a child full. So okay, took me to the project with these libraries. Okay, so we're looking into the JBoss and JBoss transaction, JBoss logging. Okay, I think, and we add this library to the project. Okay, so now let's clean again and let's hope that work. So it's running again. Let me just clear this. Okay. Okay, as you see, there we go. Now our application is running. Should I lower it? Okay, our application is now running. If you see our log here, it says it creates the table. Good. So it creates the table, and yeah, basically that's it. All I wanted to show you guys. But let's see now if the table so we're gonna say show tables. So here we have parrot and we have owner parrot and we have owner and owner parrot and then parrot. So this is because the relationship of this. As we see, I didn't touch any um, uh, any SQL code to create a database. So I've simply used the Hibernate functionality of automatically creating the schema for your database. So I think this is a very good example and good practice for oriented development. If you wanna focus more on your on your application model than having to create a database again for it. So yeah, I guess that's it. Um, if I can recap again, I'll just go through quickly. Um, you need to have your properties file, so your database property files where it says a connection to your database and your port, and then you have to have your log change just to make your logs, and then you need to make your entity class. So your entity class will go according to your business logic of your application. So you create your classes, and then and then you need to have your application context connection XML. So this is the file that will actually call your database property files and make the connection. So as you see here in this line say location of the the database property. So it gives the class path it gives the class path of your database. So as you can see here, it gives all of this is like what it is here. Okay, and then we have this class that gets this application context. So this is a Spring from Spring framework. So it automatically detects this Spring file and creates the connection. So yeah, and yep, I think that's oh, and sorry, and you need your web XML, the one, and you need this is very crucial because this is when you run your application and tells your application, listen, here is my application context, and get me like where the database is, and then it automatically creates your tables. I guess that's all. I hope this is you understand, you get something from it. But if you don't, but maybe you got one or two things if you didn't get everything. But at least is a way of starting creating a web application. Now from here you can put Spring MVC or Vaadin whatever framework that you will use later for your application. But this is a very good start for like for me. And yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I think now I can have my sleep because my voice is gonna die now. Anyway, good night, guys, and goodbye.